Welcome to the video where I explain to you how I would make the Italian national team world champion again. If I were the president of the Italian Football Federation, I find there are problems to be solved that are going to deliver an important outcome for the national team. The first issue is that Italy has missed 3 times consecutively the World Cups, and Italian clubs have annual losses of over 730 million euros and over $5 billion in debt, and only 1.9% of minutes in top divisions by Italian under 21 players, and young athletes lack firstly the mental training and secondly the financial education to create wealth outside of their sport or even make a career out of the sport that they've been playing and dedicating so much time in their youth. There are issues that are relating to betting addiction, lawsuits, and outdated infrastructure. So, the first solution that I would bring is a mental performance program because there is no systematic mental training for youth. So, I find there is a solution for providing mandatory mental training for every single academy player starting from when they are start being seen as young professionals at 14 years old in the primavera in the U19s and youth national teams. The training would include visualization, emotional control, goal setting, and pressure under management. And the outcome is very important because athletes here would be carrying mental tools from the youth to when they represent their national team. The second solution I propose is a financial education program because young professionals are falling into betting scams, betting issues, scams, and legal issues, as seen 3 years ago with Tonali, and Zaniolo, who fell into betting issues and money laundering. So the solution would be a mandatory financial literacy program for academy players involving taxes, contracts, betting laws, and investments, where clubs have to provide insurance like disability, medical, and injury coverage. Here, the outcome would be that athletes create a secure path to wealth and avoid betting and legal disasters from what history has shown in the past few years. And these players who fell into the betting scandals were the ones that could not qualify Italy to the national team. So there is a systematic issue in those players and the identity and the inspirations that they give to the youth today, that it's okay to be doing those things when it is not. The third solution is investments in infrastructure and the youth because Italian football has 2 core issues that are hurting youth player development. The first is that it has outdated facilities where many youth academies and public training centers have old equipment, poor pitches, and insufficient spaces for proper training. So there are different organizations between Serie A clubs, the Italian Football Federation that don't coordinate well, and each group has different priorities. So for this reason, youth development gets ignored or even underfunded. So the solution would be very simple, where money that Serie A clubs pay each year for collective benefits have to go clubs have to be rewarded for developing Italians and not just buying expensive foreign players. We're seeing a few clubs like Monza starting to launch these initiatives, but also there should be rules like 10 players that are aged from 15 to 21 required in Serie A and B youth matches. There are very important issues tied to this. The fourth issue and solutions that we have to bring is to bring back the warrior spirit of accountability because fragile accountability like missing fighter for Italy mentality. It is a solution where you are taught leadership curriculum, responsibility, pressure management, and team accountability. You There should be retired warrior players like Maldini, Cannavaro, who coach young athletes on what is leadership. And also, there here the outcome would be that players who fight for Italy and not just for contracts or the money that they're getting. So the outcome in 8 years is going to be that Italy wins the World Cup. Youth academies produce elite mental and technical players. Athletes become financially secure, and the warrior spirit is restored, where we have accountable fighters for the Azzurri national team.